Okay, since I can get these top two pieces put on here before I move this thing today. Oh. It's looking like I put my bolts in the legs on the wrong sides. I said to put those bolts through the legs on the left side. And it's looking like I put them through from the right side. Because if I'm looking down on this from the top while it's sitting there, this is the right side and that's the left side. And the way it's sitting now, I can't get them those bolts in to switch things around. I come over here. So we'll switch around this side over here. And I guess you got to be looking at it from the end, because looking at this right here, I put my bolts in from the left side from this side. But I guess you got to be looking at it from the inside. Which in turn makes this your left side from over here. Yeah, 'cause I don't know how well the camera show up, but that triangle piece is showing it being, the edge over here being straight, and the triangle piece going to the inside. And since I got all 4 bolts in this corner, I'm gonna tighten them all down if I can. And this is winding up being a day where my camera's shutting off on me, so I'll try to get this worked around to where I can change those, get them bolts put in there, and switch this other side around. And so far, I've only dropped 1 nut that I couldn't find back in here so far. And I'm glad I decided to put these top pieces on before I stood the thing up. If I waited till after I stood the thing up, I don't know how easy it would have been to do with it stood up and me standing on the platform. Now I don't know what to do with my little wrench. There it is. So that's really the only thing that I've seen that could be explained a little better on the instructions, but and I still ain't sure how you would explain that any better, but because it's all in how you're looking at that, which side of that's the left or the right. But at least I got it figured out before I put it up in the air. Now I'm going to have to try to get this thing dragged back out of that log. I've got to get it dragged back here on this log to even have a chance of putting the other two on, so let's see how that goes. I don't think that's happening. I'm going to try to figure out somehow. It says that needs to be up off the ground 14 inches. In that log it's only probably 6 inches. I have to find some other pieces of wood or something to try to get it up off the ground a little higher. And I ain't going to have the camera running the whole time that I'm trying to find wood to block it up with. Okay, now that I have it up on that log, I did decide to go ahead and put my bolts in the right side now, and I tightened down the ones that are going to stay in both of them bottom corners, and left the ones at the top pieces going loose. And now I'm going to try to get that ladder put on there, which I don't know if there's enough room in amongst that mountain laurel or not really for me to get it in myself, but we're going to give it a shot. The bottom hole's lined up, so we're going to get a bolt stuck in it. Use a piece of that mountain laurel to my advantage and holding that back end up for me. And get the top bolt in. It would have been nicer to get up here like I had been earlier in the week, but I waited a little longer today. And it's getting up close to 90 degrees today. And that's pretty well all the more that I really need to get done before we set it up. And I was going to put them other two top pieces on, but since I can't get it up off the ground high enough, I ain't going to worry about them. I could put that one side on, but there's still a chance it might get bent. I think we'll just stop right there for the day and wait till tomorrow evening and get some help and get this thing set up then. These are the pavers I'm going to use underneath the legs of my tree stand and under the ladder. And you take notice of that front tire, it's flat. I'm going to bring up a pump tomorrow that I have to see if I can pump it up, because I don't really want to carry them the whole way back through. And if I can get that tire pumped up, I can at least get them out to the blueberry patch, which will take about half the distance away from having to carry them. Okay, we did manage to get the tree stand set up Friday evening. And I forgot to bring the camera along. And grandson climbed up it and put the two pieces on that I didn't put on while I was laying here on the ground. And I don't know if you can see up there how well, but we got a couple branches we're going to have to knock off the trees up there. And we'll have to clear out some shooting lanes and all. But the next part of this project is I got some pavers I'm going to put underneath each corner, and one or two here underneath the ladder, depending on if one will catch both legs or not. Because those little, I don't know what they are, 4x2 inch plates there, I feel are going to sink until they hit a rock up in here. And the pavers I got should keep it from sinking in. We're going to have to dig out 2 of them, and probably underneath the ladders, because there's 2 of them that it will teeter-totter on here a little bit, that aren't actually hitting ground right now. Which I figure if I get cleaned out underneath them the way they are right now, probably set those pavers in there and make up for that difference. I'll just have to dig out the other 2 corners and the ladder to put them in. And then once I get my paver set in there, I'm going to take 2 of these stakes at each corner and drive them in at different angles and lash and wire them to the bottom of the post. And then I'm going to get a couple bags of Sakrete and put over top of that. I don't know, I'll do a full bag of Sakrete on each one to start off with, or whether I'll just go half a bag with each one to start off with. I don't know for sure. Probably going to go half a bag to start off with, because I have enough to do that. But then if I don't feel that's enough weight there, if things are still rocking on me any at all, I'll throw some more rocks around and put some more concrete around each bottom step or each corner. And then I plan on running a chain down from the center of the platform up there, probably right straight down. And then if I can, which I don't know whether the rocks will allow me or not, put in one of them screw-in earth anchors there in the middle to help hold it down, which I ain't really worried about it yet until I get the canvas put on top. And I want to get this leveled up and as firmly secured as I can before I climb up and start trimming branches and putting the rest of it together. Thanks for watching. There's 3 does and a fawn over there. They were on the other side of the loop road from me. I seen them on the way down out of here today.